Alright, what's up everybody? So today we're going to be doing spark plugs, coil packs, valve covers, some brake cleaner in case this thing is just disgusting. So I replaced the spark plugs maybe a year ago, and the seals on the valve covers, but since then, yeah, they're a little bit leaking, just a tad, so got to deal with that, and then yeah, hopefully she'll be running good. So we're going to remove the whole top, clean everything up, replace everything, and this thing should be running good. So let's go. Yeah, go ahead. All right, so we're at the garage, and we are going to be pulling that bad boy in here. Gonna do all the work in here. Get some good footage. Lighting should be good. But this is a Mini that my garage renter is fixing up. We're gonna do an engine swap on that. Maybe I'll get some content of that, maybe not. But I mean, I'm not a Mini Cooper guy, but it's clean. Like, it's a nice interior, so should be fun. But all right, while waiting for the engine to cool off, just watching this great YouTuber. He's got a really cool blue Infiniti. We got the parts all laid out. Also, I want to plug, we got some Broke Tuners merch out now. The website is broketuners.square. Got the shirts, got the hats. There's the logo on the back. Go, baby. If you want to support the channel, buy some. All the money is going to go into this car. I don't see any of the money. I mean, technically I do, but technically it's going to go right into this. So if you want to support, go buy some merch. All right, so first things first, I have a Plenum spacer on this thing. I don't know if you can see it here, but it's put on by RVT, and I don't want to break the seal. So we're going to try and remove these bolts without harming that. We'll see if that's possible. But first I got to disconnect the battery. Start there so I don't get myself in trouble. Here and unplug that. Now we're going to need to remove this. Might be able to just take it off there and pop it up, but I don't know. We'll see. Now, when you're doing engine work, another good practice is making sure your bolts stay in the right place. So I'm going to try and diagram this out. So one there, one there, one there. But when I go back to put these in, that should help to remember where everything went. Should. See, there's oil everywhere that it should not be. So that's fine. Well, I'll get this cleaned up and then on to the next part. Now, once again, I'm going to remove all these bolts and place them in my glorious artwork. Hey, if it's got oil in places, that means there's oil in it, right? So, it's fine. All right, this is gonna be hot. Looks beautiful. Okay, so a little update. When I pulled everything off, everything's got oil in it. So, pulled the valve, the PVC valve. So apparently you can shake test this. And if you hear it, it's fine. But there's a lot of oil on this thing. So it could still be faulty. I wouldn't put it past them if they've never replaced this. So I'm going to replace that. And then, I mean, it could be some deeper issues, but we're going to hope not. All right, so a little update. Went home, got some food. Went and got a brand new valve. So this is how the valve should look, brand new, nice and clean. This is ours. So even if it is shaking, the old one is still shaking, it's better that we change it. It was like $10. Then we got some RVT that's gonna go as our new seal on this, since we probably need to pull that off. And then, yeah. Oh, we're going to get a catch can so that we can prevent this from happening again, hopefully, ideally. So now time to get down to the valve covers. This is going to suck. All right, so now what I'm doing is removing the coil packs. And then, you don't have to, but I just want to be safe. All right, so what we're doing now is I'm taking the new coil pack and marking it which cylinder it's for, and then I can just toss the old ones. Thank you, Jake, for donating your tape. Bill me later. Yeah, so I'm just going to keep repeating this process till we've got them all out. And then we're going to remove the covers. All right, we got the first cover off. Initial thoughts. I mean, it doesn't look like it looks like it was leaking down on this side, which is what I thought. So that's good that we're replacing it then. It's quite a bit of oil, which is not ideal. So we're gonna clean that up. Not 100% sure what that is. Looks like some buildup. So yeah, it's an Infiniti. So we're gonna clean it up, and then hopefully all this work we're doing will help from now on. So as I remove these, I'm actually gonna put them on the new covers. Again, just to mitigate the difficulty, the confusion, since we have so many things apart. This will be nice. Putting like that in the engine. This goes here. I'm just gonna go down the line like that. Okay, so another thing. This valve cover came with a PCV valve, but there's like no shake in it. And if you look at this one, I already screwed it half in. Nice shake. So we're gonna use the one I just got. Could return it, but I'd rather be safe than sorry with the slightly nicer one. But now we have one if for whatever reason this one goes bad, if we have the car that long. All right, so I think one of the issues is that PCV valve hose was ripped. So that's not sealing anything. So I'm gonna go get a foot or 3 feet of hose just in case, because like some of these other hoses are a little cracked too. So we might be replacing some hose. All right, so we're gonna take both of these to AutoZone and see if we can get some replacement hose. All right, so since these are Infiniti OEM hoses. We couldn't get these hoses, so we got some replacements. So we're going to rig these up, and hopefully we won't get any leaking. But it's getting very dark out, and it's like 10 something. So I'm just going to finish up this side, put the cover on, call it a night. We'll do that side tomorrow. Then we have to pray that this bad boy seals in time for Sunday so we can go to the show. All right, so just took the first spark plug out, and just to do a little evaluation. Oh my gosh. This thing is cooked. So, I'm gonna put new plugs in, and I mean, we're gonna go from there. This weekend, I don't have time to dig any deeper, but in the future, we may have to address some issues. But for now, this is what we're gonna go with. All right, I didn't record putting the valve cover on, but here is the tightening order, so just follow that order, and then it should be evenly torqued down. All right, so now what I'm gonna be doing, spark plugs are in. I'm now gonna take my number one and my number one. I gotta clean up where these wires are sitting. Slide that in. Oh, shoot. Could have been bad. And compress that. And now we just got to do that several more times. Well, 2 more times for this side. Then we're done for the night. All right, so left side is completely done. We've got our new hose on and ready to cut once we get everything else assembled. So we got to take this side off. All right, so now we need to take all the hardware off of this one and move it over to this. And then gotta take this tube. No cracks on this, so that's good. Beautiful. So we need oil cap. Valve cover is in. Had all the bolts set up on here and just took them out one by one. Now, got to do the final coil packs, 4, 5, 6, and then we're done. All right, so check my diagram. So the front one is 6. So we grab coil pack 6, slide it in, remove that, put our screw in. Then we grab the Ugga Lugga machine remove the Ugga Lugga machine, get it down to actual spec, and we just keep going. So now we're going to be taking some brake cleaner to get all of this oil. All right, time to reassemble. Now this is a crush seal. Should I replace it? Yeah, probably. Am I going to? No. All right, now to torque down the lower plenum, we've got our little map with where we're torquing first. So we're just gonna pull these out. So this is number one. So my phone ran out of storage, but basically I was just gonna show you torque the bolts down in this pattern and you should be good. Well, this project just got extended another day. I snapped the stud. I'm overnighting the stud. Luckily, Amazon had a replacement, but I have to take all this off now and try and remove the stud that's in there. Okay, so to stay on track with our regularly scheduled program, this snapped. This is the front one. When the engine's together, you can reach the front one. You can't reach the back one. So I'm taking this good one from the front, going to put it in the back. And then when the bad one the new one comes, I'll put it on the front tomorrow. That way I can have everything torqued down, sealed, new gasket on, and we should be good to go tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. All right, little update. We got a stud. So there was same stud here. It doesn't hold anything. It used to hold a bracket to hold this wiring harness, but I don't have that anymore. Looks exactly like that. Literally like, what are you holding? So put that in there. Put the other one in the back. We're going to bolt this bad boy up, and we might get it done today. We'll see. Had to call in a steady hand. Yep.
I can barely see.
Way cleaner than what I was doing.
Look at this one. Oh, look at how good I did.
Wow, that looks great.
I'm getting tired.
You said 1 hour?
Yeah,
Sit?
well, it said to hand tighten it for an hour, and then you could use real torque.
Whoa. I'll just put them in. I'm gonna start hand painting them.
We placed this thingy on. What's this?
Take a guess. You name it.
I get to name it. The engine hat. As it goes on its.
All right, so it's been an hour. So now it's time to torque these down. This will have hardened a little bit, so we're gonna torque it down and then Just wait 24 hours and it should be good. Alright, so it's all done. Even installed the catch can. I'll just do a short video on that. But yeah, runs great. We had a code at first, but that's because I forgot to plug in the crank sensor. Whoops. But everything's nice and sealed. Works great. Drives phenomenal now that there's no longer a PVC leak. So, or PCV leak. So yeah, thanks for watching the video. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow, buy some Broke Tuners merch. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Peace.